are you doing in my swamp? What are you doing in my swamp?
Hello everybody, this is Ogre Boy, and I'm going to be doing my review for the 2008 movie, Repo, the Genetic Opera. The movie is directed by Darren Lynn Bousman and written by Darren Smith and Terrence Zudenick, who also plays the character Grave Robber in the movie, who's kind of like the narrator of the story. In this movie, it's set in the future where there's an epidemic of organ failures, and a company named Ginkgo gives out organ donors and stuff for a price, but if you can't pay it, then they hire repo men to come and take the organs back from the people. And in this movie, the head of Ginkgo, named Roddy Largo, is dying, and he doesn't want to leave his company to the will of his kids, so he wants to give it to his ex-fiance's daughter named Shiloh, and her dad is like the head repo man for the company that he stole Shiloh's mom from Roddy, and so for revenge, Roddy killed Shiloh's mom, but made it where Nathan thinks that he killed her because of some medicine that he gave her, and when in fact it was Roddy that poisoned the medicine. So pretty much that's the story of the movie. Roddy's wanting to use Shiloh to take over the company, and Nathan is living with the regret of his wife's death and stuff, and is trying to take care of Shiloh, but he's also like trying to make her think that she's sicker than she really is. But this is a interesting movie. It's kind of weird, but it's really engaging. It's one of those musicals where like most of the dialogue and stuff is sung and stuff, kind of like with Sweeney Todd. It's like this, and it's like a rock opera. But it's still a lot of fun. The whole cast in here is really great. Paul Sorvino plays Roddy Largo, and he does a pretty good job. He's really kind of menacing, and he's good at playing a bad guy and everything. He did a good job. Anthony Stewart Head plays Nathan Wallace, and I think that he does a really good job too. He's really kind of sympathetic and likable, but also he's not necessarily a good person either, but he does a good job playing him. And Alexa Vega plays his daughter Shiloh, and she's really, really good in here. This is one of her best performances I've seen. I've always liked her quite a bit. I grew up watching her in the Spy Kids movies, and there are a few other movies that she did as a teenager that I used to watch all the time as a kid and stuff. So she's one of those actresses I've watched a lot ever since I was a kid, so I've always kind of liked her, and I thought she was pretty good in here. Roddy's kids are his daughter Amber Sweet is played by Paris Hilton, and I actually think she does a pretty good job in this movie. I know Paris Hilton gets a lot of hate and everything, but I actually thought she was decent in this movie. I wouldn't say that she's like extremely great. I'm sure they probably could have had better actresses, but I think she was good enough for the part. Ogre plays Pavi Largo, who's Amber's brother. He's the one that wears this mask, and he doesn't talk a lot. He's kind of weird, but he's a pretty cool character. And then Bill Moseley plays Luigi, who is I think the oldest out of the three, but he's probably my favorite out of the three, partially because just Bill Moseley is a great actor, and I just absolutely love him in anything that everything I've seen him in, I love him in, and he's just really great in this. He's funny and crazy and just really likable, and he does a really good job. Sarah Brightman plays Blind Mag, who's this character that was friends with Shiloh's mom, and she was Shiloh's godmother. She has she had eye transplants through GeneCo, and has been working for them for years and stuff, and she's really good too. She doesn't have a whole lot to do in the movie, but she's still really good. And Terrence Sedunick, who helped write the movie, as I mentioned earlier, plays Grave Robber, who's also the narrator of the story. And whenever he's on the screen, he just steals the show. He's just a really likable character. I don't know what it is about him. He just has a really good screen presence, and I really wish we could have got to see more of him in this movie, but he's really good too. The songs and stuff in here are written by Darren Smith, who helped write the story and everything, and I really like the music in this movie. Most of it is really good. There are some parts where it's kind of slow and stuff, but for the most part, the songs are really good, and it just is a fun movie, and like the look and stuff of it is really fun. It has that gritty gothic look that you kind of get from Tim Burton stuff, but at the same time it all has its own distinct style too. Like the director of this movie, Darren Lynn Bousman, he directed some of the Saw movies. I think he directed Saw 2, 3, and 4, maybe. I think he did 4. But he did a really good job with this movie, and with helping with the tone of it, and it's a really fun movie. I definitely would recommend it if you haven't seen it. I'd say I'd give Repo the Genetic Opera a 8 out of 10. It's definitely worth checking out. This is for my day 4 of 31 Days of Horror and everything, so I just wanted to say that. And tomorrow, for day 5, I'm going to be reviewing John Carpenter's version of Village of the Damned. I'm really looking forward to that one. I've had the DVD for a while and just haven't got around to watching it, so I'm really looking forward to seeing it and everything. So I'll have that review up sometime tomorrow. But I hope you enjoyed this video, and have a good day, everybody.